Hey guys, welcome to my newest video for today, June 8th. This is a collection video, because I've had, one of the requests I did have a lot of is to show my sci-fi, fantasy, and horror collection. I'm going to show both, so I don't have to make so many videos. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show the Blu-rays first, because they're probably the easiest, and then go to the DVDs, which are probably the hardest, because you have all those, and then you have the ones behind it. So I'm just going to quickly get started. I'm going to start off with taking that off. Need to dust the box sets, and then TV, and then go up to normal. So, of course, I have... So, like I said, it's going to show a mixture of sci-fi and horror. So, of course, I got the Lord of the Rings Extended. I have, of course, Jurassic Park. And then we have the Star Trek collection. All the films from motion picture to Nemesis. One of the prizes in my collection is, of course, the Superman motion picture anthology. It has Superman, the extended cut of Superman, the Richard Lester cut, the Richard Donner cut, 3, 4, and Returns. And of course, probably my second favorite television show of all time, because I think you know what took over, Firefly. And season 1 of Game of Thrones. Then I have seasons 1, 2, 3, 4 of Heroes. And that's Planet Earth, so don't show that. Season 1 and 2 of Star Trek, the original series. Haven't gotten around to getting the last one because it's so expensive. Then we have Supernatural complete 3rd season. Terminator, the Sarah Connor Chronicles season 1. Then season 1, 2, 3 of True Blood. I was going to get season 4, but work kind of screwed up the tag and I couldn't buy it, and then I missed out on it being on sale, which pissed me off. So, because now it's like $64. And then I have 28 Days Later, 30 Days of Night. And then I have Tim Burton's version of Alice in Wonderland, the Alien series separate. I did have the quadrilogy or anthology Blu-ray in my hand yesterday, but I thought, you know what, if I want to watch the special features, I'll just get the quadrilogy from my mom, since she now owns it. And this also will show little couple ones that I got the last couple of days. Of course, American Werewolf in London, Full Moon Edition. That's a new one. Of course, James Cameron's Avatar, the extended cut. So, now and now I'll be doing this a lot, so just bear with me, guys. Please. And then, I guess you can count them because they are more fantasy-like. Of course, Batman Begins, The Dark Knight. I don't know if you'd call that action-adventure or fantasy, or sci-fi fantasy. I think it's a little bit of both, so fuck it, I'll include it because it's an epic film to begin with. And then Blair Witch Project. Move all these to get to the other bit. I don't think there is a lot. There's only 2 anyway, so... Of course, there's Bram Stoker's Dracula, which is my absolute favorite vampire film of all time. And Bridge to Terabithia. It's so funny how you watch this and you see him and you look at the 2 movies he was in this year. One, of course, being Journey to Center of the Earth 2. And, of course, this little tiny film called The Hunger Games. so interesting. Okay. And then the next part, I have Captain America, The First Avenger, which I finally got my parents to watch. My mom didn't really care for it, but my dad loved it. Then Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Prince Caspian. Actually, since I'm down more level, I can do this. So, Chronicles of Narnia, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader. Clash of the Titans remake, which I actually liked, and I can't wait to see Wrath of the Titans, even though I heard it really sucks. And then, of course, Kubrick's Clockwork Orange, my 8th favorite film of all time. Spielberg's 30th anniversary of Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Haven't watched that in quite a while. The Crow. Then The Crow, City of Angels. And then back here, another one of the new ones, Darkman, The Dark Crystal, Dark City, The Descent, Devil, which I actually thought was pretty good. So. Dog Soldiers. Oh, I missed one. District 9, which I thought was really damn good. Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, another good one. I got to see that in the theater. So. And I did try to put these in order of genre, but I figured that it's just too hard. So I kind of like them alphabetically anyway. And then we got Equilibrium with Christian Bale. This is a fucking awesome movie. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. And of course, one movie I never stop talking about on here, Event Horizon. The Exorcist. So move these two. The Faculty, really underrated Robert Rodriguez film, though I don't know which category this would be in, sci-fi or horror or both. So, whatever. Then Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer. Another movie I can't stop talking about here, The Fifth Element. Cronenberg's The Fly. Friday 13th Uncut. Freddy vs. Jason. Friday 13th The Killer Cut. Fright Night Original. And remake. I think you all know why I got the remake. Moving on. Okay. 2-disc double feature, Gamera, Guardian of the Universe and Attack of Legion. One of the few Criterion Collection Blu-ray DVDs I own, and one I'm happy that I spent the $50 on. Godzilla, because Godzilla is one of my heroes. And then I have Destroy All Monsters. Well, it is anime, but it is sci-fi, so Halo Legends. And then, of course, Halloween, Anchor Bay one. Halloween 2, 30th Anniversary Edition. I know they're re-releasing this, like, Shout Factory, like with the Psycho Legacy. And Halloween Triple Plaque with Curse of Michael Myers, H2O, and Resurrection. And when I was checking out the site that I post all these on, I don't remember the exact date, but they said number 4 and number 5 are going to be released on Blu-ray sometime this year. So, though half of you probably know that, and hopefully you do, and Justin, I hope you know too. And of course, Rob Zombie's Halloween remake and its sequel. And then we get to, I'll just take them out this way. All the Harry Potters, from Philosopher's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, Goblet of Fire, Order of Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince, and Deathly Hallows Part 1 and 2. Haunting in Connecticut, the Anchor Bay release of Hellraiser, and unfortunately the Midnight Madness series of Hellraiser, though the quality actually is okay, it's just I didn't like the fact there are no special features. And of course Hellboy, one of my favorite graphic novel films. And then put all these babies back. I know, kind of annoying, but what can you do? And foot. It works. Hellboy 2, The Golden Army. Then Hook. The Host, really cool Korean horror film. I would say this is very much an homage to, well, they say Jaws, I say Godzilla, because that's what it reminds me of. Then I have Rob Zombie's House of a Thousand Corpses, The Devil's Rejects, I Am Legend, Immortals, which I actually thought was pretty good, and then Inception, and then I have The Incredible Hulk, and I guess you can add The Incredibles, so pretty cool. Okay, and then we have Interview with a Vampire, Iron Man, The Island. This is the Region 2 one. I bought it, and about 7 months later they announced the release, but hey, it's cool. Jennifer's Body, The Last Starfighter, Ridley Scott's Legend, and I am very, very hoping to go see a certain movie of his this weekend. The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, and Logan's Run. I say I hope because I work tonight and tomorrow night, and some of you, I didn't actually post it on Facebook, but we had a death in the family last week, so I have to go to my uncle's funeral on Sunday, so I might go then, just to get my mind off shit. So, and moving up, now we're on the easy part. So then we have the Matrix Digibook. Kind of think you would count the Mummy series. It is action, but it's also horror and a little bit of fantasy. So, the Mummy, Mummy Returns, and Mummy Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. Gotta move it out to get this one out. My Bloody Valentine 3D remake. Well, of course. Come on, you bastard. The Neverending Story. Night Watch. Day Watch. And since these are kind of getting hard to pull out, so Nightmare on Elm Street Region 2 set. And the 3 releases here. The remake, Omega Man, and the remake of The Omen. And then I have Paranormal Activity 1, 2, and 3. And of course, Digibook of the Poltergeist, Predator, Predator 2, Predators, which was really good. The remake to Prom Night, which I kind of prefer over the original. My favorite horror film and second favorite film ever made, Psycho. And Quarantine, which is okay, but I prefer Rec 1 and 2 way more. Resident Evil, Resident Evil Apocalypse, Extinction, and Afterlife. So scroll down, go down here. Santa Claus the movie, it is sci-fi, so what the hell. Or just fantasy based. Scream, 5 film set with the first 3 films. Serenity. Now we come down to the level. And then we have to go right back up soon. Short Circuit. Speed Racer, which I actually liked. Starship Troopers. Star Trek J.J. Abrams version. The Strangers. Sunshine, which would be behind both Trainspotting and 28 Days Later, is my favorite Danny Boyle film. Superman the movie. Superman Returns. The Terminator. Oh, sorry guys. Is this one of the hard ones? Yes, it is. So, Terminator 2 Judgment Day, Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines, Terminator Salvation, John Carpenter's Thing, and the prequel remake. A double pack of 13 Ghosts and House of Wax, both the remakes. Thor. And this, because there are 2 sci-fi ones, got it out. It has Minority Report and The War of the Worlds. Okay, here we go. Transformers. Transformers of the Fallen. And Dark of the Moon. The other one, Tremors. And then Tron and Tron Legacy. Yep, that's all you're getting out of me. More colorful pictures of my thing. And then, of course, New Moon and Eclipse. Underworld. Underworld Evolution. And Underworld Rise of the Lycans. V for Vendetta. Oh, come on. And Watchmen. The remake of The Wolfman, and this also has the original Wolfman. I actually quite enjoyed this. The Woman in Black. X-Files Fight the Future, and X-Files I Want to Believe. Well, you basically can see here X-Men's 1, 2, 3, Origins Wolverine, and First Class. The other new one I got, Conan the Barbarian, the remake. This is the 3D Blu-ray, as you can tell, but it was only $15, and I was like, ah, screw it. Cowboys and Aliens. Oh, and this is, of course, the blind buys that I haven't watched yet. The Darkest Hour. Daybreakers. Gamera 3, Revenge of Iris. Green Lantern Extended Cut. The 4-pack with Hellraiser Bloodline, Inferno, Hellseeker, and Hellworld. And Revelations. Hugo. The remake of I Spit on Your Grave. Iron Man 2. John Carter, which I haven't watched it, but both my parents did, and they actually really enjoyed it. So, Kick-Ass. The remake of The Last House on the Left, and the American version of Let Me In. And then that's okay. Then down here. Wes Craven's My Soul to Take, Near Dark, Orphan, Paul, Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief. I heard they are doing a sequel to this, which is kind of funny because I don't think this was a big hit. And I heard our favorite brown coat and writer is going to be in it. Yes, Nathan Fillion is going to be in it. The Piranha remake. Prince of Persia, Sands of Time, Push, Real Steel, okay, Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Scream 4, the Region 2 Blu-ray of Sherlock Holmes, Game of Shadows, The Sorcerer's Apprentice, Sorority Row, Splice, the Stepfather remake, Super 8, Twilight Breaking Dawn, which my parents absolutely hated and still can't get over the fact that this won Best Picture at MTV Movie Awards, Underworld Awakening, Vamp, and these two are kept, and this one's kept down here because it's a big thing, and Hatchet 2. Oh, you buggers. Okay, guys, that's it for the Sci-Fi Blu-rays. And then I got the TV shows, the movies, and I'm keeping the Doctor Who's to last because that deserves its own little video. So there we go. Actually, I'll just show you guys, since this is the horror thing, I'll show you the really cool thing I got in the mail yesterday. So, my first horror film action figure, and it is Pinhead. Pretty cool. It cost me $25, but well worth it. It's a nice looking figure. I don't know if I want to take it out like I did with my Harry Potters and that, but because it looks like he's got a lot of interesting little toys. Torture toys. Torture toys. Ah! I speak no English. So he will go right behind Wally, which is a freaky notion. So yeah, that's it. Because we're 20 minutes, I'm going to end this video now. So don't know when the DVDs part will come, because as you can tell, there is a lot. So I hope you guys have a good weekend, watch a shitload of movies, and of course, as always, rate, comment, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.